Hi everyone, Happy New Year. You're watching In Deep on the Delta, and this is the first Delta fishing report, or In Deep on the Delta fishing report for the year of 2022, and that will be the report for January 6th. And I am going to start off by, I just want to commend all of you guys that have been corresponding with me and coming out here on the water and really braving some very difficult fishing conditions. It's been super cold, water conditions haven't been very good, the fishing has been slow, and I know that you guys are coming out here not so much because you think you're going to catch a bunch of fish out here. You're coming out here because you love the game, just like me. When you're out here on the Delta, in the wintertime, it's always going to be tough, but it just seems to have been brutally tough the last 3 or 4 weeks. So for all you guys that are out here that love the game, I commend you guys. And I probably should commend most of you guys that are sitting at home doing your real maintenance and getting ready for the spring. I'm going to commend you guys for smart enough to be sitting at home in a warm environment, maybe watching a few football games and enjoying time with the family. So everybody gets a commendation today. So anyhow, let's get into the report. It's not a real good one. It's going to be a quick one, but I've got some interesting stuff for you after the report. I always have been trying to offer a little something other than just a drab report, and it is a drab report. So we'll go over water conditions. The Delta has come into full winter time conditions out here. I've seen 45 degree water temperature. Let's just call it 46, 47 degree water temperature. Where I have been fishing, I have not been able to find more than about a foot of visibility, and everyone that I've talked to around the Delta has said the same thing. Water clarity is not good out here, and the fish have just been very difficult to catch. Not a lot of traffic out here, and I'll tell you, I'm going to bundle everything into one big bundle because there's just not a lot of reports. I've been seeing maybe 1 or 2 boats at the ramp. I'm out here today. I think it's Wednesday. I've seen one other boat. There was one boat at the ramp out at Paradise. Not a whole lot going on, so the shops aren't getting a bunch of reports. But I've talked to the people that I've seen out here. I've been talking to my friends that have been out on the river, and they've been talking to people that they have seen, and it has just been brutal for everyone. Nobody's really catching a whole bunch of fish. I will flip a picture up there of my friend Gene. He went out the other day and found a school of stripers out on the San Joaquin, and sounds like he had a really good time. But that's one guy out here that was lucky enough to come out and brave the nasty conditions and found a school of fish and had a good time. And that is always available out here on the Delta. It is beautiful. You got to watch the weather. You got to come in and out between the storms, but it is beautiful being out here this time of year. You can probably hear the geese in the background. But anyhow, congrats to Gene on catching a lot of nice stripers out on the San Joaquin. I've been doing kind of the same. I've been really struggling on largemouth bass, but I have been finding some cuts that have some water running through them. When I get in there, every now and then I'll hook up with a couple of stripers, but other than that, it's just a matter of coming out and just grinding and grinding and grinding. If I get 2 or 3 bites, a day, I'm really happy. My last trip I was out, I caught 2 fish. One was about 10 inches, one was about 14 inches, and I was kind of happy with that. But anyhow, I did talk with Jeff Suhu from Suhu Sport Fishing. Jeff hasn't been out, but he also says, out farther out around Pittsburgh and, Antioch, where he's berthed out there, water conditions are just really drab, very poor visibility. There's a whole lot of hyacinth that's breaking up, and I've also I'll put up a picture of Brandon, another partner of mine that I've been talking with, where he's been fishing. It's been so choked up he can't even get out to his spots. So it's a little bit tough out here right now. And I guess the bright spot is I did get a text from Rob from out at the Bass Hole out at Bethel Island. And Rob has a couple of his customers that have been reporting they've been getting a few fish, not big fish, not a lot of fish, but their secret to getting the fish is finding a little cleaner water, and they're finding it in the backs of sloughs, and they've been taking their fish on slow-moving jerk baits and underspin small swim baits, and that's really the highlight of the whole darn week. So For the life of me, guys, if I'm going to tell you to go fishing, I would have to recommend that you head to one of the mother lode impoundments or a place that may have some spotted bass in them. You're probably going to get a lot more action in those areas than you are here on the Delta. But I am going to be out here, and I will continue giving the report. So if you get out, make sure you give me a report. I really appreciate that, and I guarantee if you catch a 4 or 5 pound fish, you're going to have your smiling face on the camera for next week's report, because there's not a lot of people sending me pictures of fish right now. So with that, let's get into a couple of fun things. First of all, I want to let everybody know that if you are a fan of the old Bub Tosh punch skirts, those, and if you don't know about them, all you old timers out there know what the Bub Tosh punch skirt was. The Paycheck Baits punch skirt, the best punch skirt in my opinion, and probably most everyone's opinion, that ever came out, and it was just a killer on the Delta. They haven't made them in about 5 years, but I was strolling through the internet and I found a place that I absolutely believe has the hopefully they have the rights. They bought them from Bub or his company and are reproducing them. And if you're looking for those old Bub Toss punch skirts, I want you to check this out. You go to the Hookup Tackle. Get on the internet, Google up Hookup Tackle. That's the place that it's down in Phoenix. A lot of you guys may already know about it. They're the big mega bass dealer. But go to the Hookup Tackle. Up at top, it'll say Shop by Brand. You go down to Terminal Accessories. You look up skirts, and it just says punch skirt. I absolutely believe that those are the old style Bub Tosh punch skirts. I have a few here, but you know, I'm not going to dig them up. You guys know what they look like. Check out the pictures, and I did call them up and I tried to grill them on, hey, you know, who's making these punch skirts? And I don't know if they just don't know who's making them, or they're hush hush because they don't want to say, yeah, they're the old punch bait, Paycheck Bait punch skirts. But if you need some of those, man, I believe that's the place to get them. They're not cheap over there, but for all you guys have used them in the past, you know that those are the absolute killers out here, and that's the way to go. So that's my tip of the week. I'd also like to let everybody know that what else do I have here? I got everything written down. Oh, the ISE show, the International Sportsman's Exposition in Sacramento is full on. They're going to be at the fairgrounds in Sacramento the 20th through January 20th through the 23rd, 4 days. I'm going to be out there at the Fisherman's Warehouse booth. I'll be out there all 4 days. And for you guys that are planning on going to the ISE show, I really want you guys to stop by and say hello, because I want to put a face to the name that I see, you know, on all of my correspondence. So I'll be happy to talk with you and we can chit chat a little bit. And that is at the ISE show. They're going to have a big booth out there somewhere. They're one of the only booths that actually sell retail out there. So you want to check that out. And from what I understand, they're going to have fairly strict COVID restrictions, meaning everybody's going to have to wear a mask. You're going to have to either be vaccinated, have proof of vaccination when you go in there, and or a proof of a negative COVID test. They're doing everything that they can to you know, be safe. So take that into consideration, and I hope to see some of you guys out there. I also want to just thank all of you folks that responded for the t-shirts. I have some XXL large left. I have some extra large left. I'm out of large. They should be coming in shortly. So if you're thinking about buying a t-shirt, they're still available, and I appreciate, you know, all you guys that picked up the In Deep on the Delta t-shirts. Now, with that, geez, what can I add to that report other than I can back up what Rob told me, is that most of the stripers that I've been getting, and that's the most consistent fishing that I've been having, have been come on a jerk bait, and the Stunna is the one that I've been using, and it's not fast, but if you fish the cuts, and I will also say, last Tuesday I loaded up about a 9 or 10 minute video on how to fish cuts here in the Delta, these breakthroughs and tule banks and things. That's what I've been fishing, and they really pull in the stripers this time of year, especially when the stripers aren't grouped up, maybe in the regular spots out on the channel or around Frank's track. They always seem to be in these cuts because there's moving water. So if you fish the cuts, you throw a jerk bait out there, even with the water clarity about 1 foot, if you slow down on it, you'll catch some stripers out here, and you may get lucky and catch a largemouth or two. Okay, so I don't know that there's anything else that I can say about this. It's just really tough fishing out here. When you come out, make sure you check the weather report, slow down out here. There's a lot of debris in the water. Be careful. Hope that we get some more rain, because it's going to do nothing but good things for the river when it comes springtime and we really get into the meat of the action out here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. If you're on the water, I'll probably see you out here, and I'm just waiting for a break in the fishing. I'm going to catch some fish, but if you're out on the water, we'll see you on the water. If not, we'll see you at the next video. Thanks for watching.